So in my last video battle report, I talked about how there was a weird coincidence 2 weeks in a row. I ended up playing Once Bitten and Billy both weeks. So this is my game against Billy. This is for a painting league that's being run at our local store, Atomic Empire, this summer. And it escalates slowly. You have to have the models painted to play in it for your game. You can play, but your game doesn't. Your points don't count unless you're fully painted. So yeah, so he's playing Skaven, and as I said before, Billy is a new player, but he's come a long way getting his Skaven painted, which is really impressive. So he looks like he's got 2 rat darts here, like 5 or 6 rats with a packmaster, a unit of rat ogres, 2 units of clan rats. He's got a BSB and a general, and he's got an engineer, I think a level 2 engineer, as his wizard. And then he's got a warp lightning cannon and a doom wheel. And of all the things in his army, I think actually doom wheels don't generally bother me too much, but it's a little scary in 1,000 points. And a warp lightning cannon could do bad things to me, so I'm a little concerned about that. To answer, I have my painted stuff. I have a level 3 Shadow Mage. I have 2 units of archers. I think one is 11 and one is 10. I have a unit of, I think around 18 or 19 Phoenix Guard, and I have the Fire Phoenix again. So let's see if the Fire Phoenix redeems himself this time and actually does something. So you can see our board here. We have a hill, a forest, and a couple buildings. And I deployed. I've got the Fire Phoenix behind that building there. He's hiding from the Warp Lightning Cannon on turn 1. And I've got archers behind the building as well, because I'm going to move them up into the building. My Phoenix Guard are just front and center in the middle of the table. My Lord level casters in there doing the general duty. And I've got, behind the woods, I've got a unit of archers. And he deploys. He's got this Warp Lightning in a corner. Rat Dart, let's see what, Rat Ogres. He's got his Clan Rat and he's got his BSB in the middle there, but he doesn't have his General in there. And he's got a Rat Dart next to that, the Doom Wheel, and then his General and the Wizard are off on the far edge of the board. So I think this may have been a rookie mistake on his part, especially with Skaven. You really rely on that leadership bubble. And that's going to come back to bite him a little bit as the game goes on. So he got first turn, moved all his stuff up. The Doom Wheel didn't come up too far, and he just generally kind of is racing towards me, which is not a bad plan. And you can see he takes a shot at me with the Warp Lightning Cannon. And kills a couple Phoenix Guard there, and he actually killed, I think, like 4 between the Warp Lightning Cannon and the he has a Poison Wind Mortar on one of his Clan Rat units, and yeah, takes out 4 or 5 Phoenix Guard, which was pretty scary early on. But then we're skipping ahead a bit, but I just moved up a little bit, and I put a little pit of shades on that Warp Lightning Cannon and took care of that. So that was a scary thing to get rid of, which was good. You can see took some shots at his rats there. Didn't do much after moving and shooting. I think I was just in long range. Didn't do a lot there. And then in his turn, so he is a leadership 5. He has leadership 5 frenzied rat ogres, and they can't control because the general's not nearby. They can't. They get leadership 5 rerollable because of the BSB, but he fails that, and he just ends up charging to the front of the Phoenix Guard. So that was probably not what he really wanted to do. And you can see the rest of his movement there. He kind of moved his rat darts around, and he can't quite get his he's not quite going to be able to get his doom wheel in as it stands at the angle. So, oh, and you can see in my turn, my Fire Phoenix is still sitting back behind the building. He has the Storm Banner in at 1,000 points. His PSP is carrying it, and so once again, the Fire Phoenix is unable to move versus the Skaven. This is getting kind of sad for him. So, yeah, you can see I've made some special cards here for the Phoenix. I think he shot it with the cards just show what the Winds of Magic are doing for the Phoenix. In this case, I think it's giving it +1 strength, which doesn't really matter. But he did shoot it with his Poison Wind Mortar, and I think he did a wound or two. It's possible that he used some magic to do some too. Yeah, I think he did one wound with like Warp Lightning spell, and the other one with the Poison Wind Mortar. So you can see how he came in. Basically, in my turn, I got rid of the Rat Ogres, and they ran off. I didn't bother to pursue them, and I just moved up a bit, and then charged into his Clan Rats. Wanted to get into his BSB and his Clan Rats and beat up on him a bit. He missed with his Doom Wheel. It sailed past a little bit, but it is in my rear arc for next time, if we're still around. And over here, this was a fun trip. So the Storm Banner went away. I flew over the Clan Rats and killed. So you do. I think I did D6 Strength 4 hits with the Wake of Fire plus 3d3 Strength 4 hits in addition because of his ranks. And I rolled I think the maximum I could roll was a 15. I rolled a 14. They all wounded and killed 14 Clan Rats. And he panicked. And the way we played it was he ran away from the Phoenix. I need to make sure that's actually right. But yeah, he ran right away from the Phoenix. And so that was pretty cool. It was good to see the Fire Phoenix actually do something. So, and my magic phase was highly successful. I reduced the strength and the toughness on the Clan Rats, which is where I want them to be in that combat. And then, yeah, shot up his rat darts a bit, and they both fled. Because they don't have the leadership nearby. His general's fleeing at the moment. And, yeah, shot the rest of the rats there, but his Packmaster hung around, just kind of chilling out in the open. Didn't feel like running away. So I knocked down about 6 or 7 rats in the main combat, and he killed a Phoenix Guard. Not a big deal, but you can see his Doom Wheel. It's kind of worrying me long term. I don't know if I'm going to be able to work through these fast enough. So yeah, he's just picking stuff up. It's unfortunate shooting, but yeah, his Doom Wheel gets into the rear there. That's a little scary. And I killed a bunch more rats. I put all my attacks into the front. Killed a bunch more rats. He killed a few Phoenix Guard, and I think I had to take a break check on an 8, which is pretty scary right there, because that's a lot of marbles. But I ended up passing my break check, so that was a scary part of the game for me. And then I got my Flame Phoenix into the side of it, so I feel better about that. And you can see he's fleeing away with his guys. He can't. It's hard to rally on a 5. I think they're actually on double 1s because of the thing. So yeah, the Flame Phoenix kills his BSB and cleans up between the Phoenix Guard and the Flame Phoenix. They clean up all the Clan Rats, and it leaves me turned around facing the Doom Wheel. And this is funny. So his Clan Rats back there with the Engineer and his General, they end up rallying, and so beginning of his turn 5, they've rallied. They're kind of behind the building there, and I'm kind of wondering what to do with that. I'm just because I'm going to shoot it, but it was pretty funny. He got a rally on like a 5 or something like that, and then immediately he solves my problem because he dimensional cascades. He doesn't get sucked into the warp, but he kills all but one of his Clan Rats, and they panic, and they're gone. So problem solved. Yeah, that was an easy one to fix. no necessary work on my part. So his Doom Wheel's fleeing at this point. I think at the top of my turn I charged it at a legal charge with a Phoenix card, and I ran it off the table. So I ended up with a big win there, which was pretty cool for my first Painting League game. Kudos to Billy on he's still learning the game. He's got a nicely painted little Skaven army there. I think the main thing that he picked up from this game was that you have to have that general to help guide your Skaven army, or else a lot of these little units are gonna fail leadership tests. And I think he's learning to use the little rat darts, the small groups of giant rats. He's learning to use those as well more effectively, so that he can get the combats he wants. We talked about that after the game, but it was a great game, and I really enjoyed it. So I look forward to doing the next battle report, and I'll see you then.